glass of your best liquor and tune into Preezy Does It Live.
What up, what up? This is Preezy Does It Live, and you are tuned in. This is our first official show going to YouTube Live. If you've listened to us on any other platform in the past, i.e. iTunes or Spotify or those platforms, those actual podcast platforms, then you know we always mention our Facebook Live show, which is every Tuesday at 7 p.m. But this particular show is the start of the man talk version of Preezy Does It. And to my right, I got I wouldn't say new co-host, but you're new to the show. You're new to being on the show.
Right.
Not new to the show, because you're like one of our top 5 avid listeners, but now you're part of the company.
Top 5.
So top 3.
I want a gun for that number 1 spot.
Well, shit. No other listener made it to the co-host position, so I think you got it.
You know what? Yeah,
you win.
I win. Yes, the winner. By the way, my name is Tishan Guest. Hello, everybody. Yeah.
What are you doing? Where are you leaning to the side?
I don't know. I gotta. Yeah, I'm trying to. Yeah, I'm about to fall out the seat, right?
Now you gotta learn studio etiquette.
I have none.
Okay, we'll fix that. But so this is the man talk version of Preezy Does It that we're adding to the whole, I guess now Preezy Does It universe. It's almost it's almost an ecosystem going on, which I never thunk in 1,000 years that would happen, but I appreciate it. So thank you to Sean, thank you Tosh for
shout out Tosh
being involved with the movement. That's awesome. Right. So this show, let's talk about this show. This show in general, it you know what? Give you some mic time. Go ahead and explain what this show is about.
Well, this is the what did you call it?
I call it a man show, but we don't have to call it that. I was thinking on the way we were looking for a name. Obviously, I don't think that's gonna happen. We just say Preezy Does It.
Right.
But then I was thinking it could be 2 dudes talking. How's that for a working title? No? No? All right.
It's still working.
Once I said it out loud, I was driving in the car and I thought it.
Right.
And then I said it out loud and I was like, nah. But I was like, if I heard it, I got to let you hear it. So, no.
We're still working on it.
We're still working.
Under construction.
Yeah.
But
and that sounds like a good title, too. But.
Yeah. But basically, 2 guys talking. Hopefully, we might be able to add a third. But if not, then, we can carry it. But basically, just talk about things that guys like to talk about, whether it be sports, music, TV, entertainment, current events. Maybe dibble and dabble a tiny bit into politics, maybe, but not too much.
Did you say dibble and dabble?
Yeah, dibble and dabble just a little bit.
We need to take that term off of the man show. Don't say dibble and dabble.
All right, so I got to put that in the vault and lock that and throw away the key. But yeah, so basically, just talk about things guys like to talk about, like a barbershop. Like, think of a barbershop type of setting. The conversations that go on in the barbershop, we kind of let the viewers in a little bit into our world. So basically, that's what the show is going to be. We're going to have segments and things like that. Hopefully in the future, we're going to have giveaways and things of that nature. Try to give advice, the best that we can give. It's up to you to take it or not. But if you take it and it doesn't work, you didn't hear it here. So, so basically we're going to have fun. I would like to have a lot of input from the viewers out there. Like, let us know what we're doing wrong. Don't tell us what we're doing right, because obviously we're doing something right if you're watching. So let us know what we're not doing right so we can think about fixing it, because maybe we like what we're doing. So, yeah.
Word. That was a very good explanation, because you know what? On the Tuesday show with Tosh, 9 times out of 10, we end up talking about coochie.
Hey.
And that's and that's a broad stroke of a statement, but it goes from everything from coochie health,
okay,
to coochie overusage,
right,
to coochie's not working. Like the last show, we talked about there was an article about a girl that had basically no hole, like no coochie hole, so she couldn't have sex or anything like that. It was closed. And the technical medical term was a blind coochie.
I was busy Tuesday, when I'm done here on the way home, I'm listening to that show.
Yeah.
And I advise everyone out there to listen to that because that is very interesting to me. Like,
it's called a blind coochie. That's the
wow.
Well, blind vagina. Blind vagina is because obviously coochie is not a medical term.
Yeah.
Unless you go to unless you go to like Martin Luther King General Hospital over there.
Right.
But blind vagina. So that's the kind of things we talk about. And, you know, we get into her DMs and all that kind of stuff. But here on the Man Show, Preezy Does It, we're going to talk about other shit like football.
Yes, footy ball. Like what's on TV right now. We got the Seahawks and we got the Vikings. Now, I'm a Raider fan. So I'm going to try my best to be non-biased. I'm going to try my best to not diss other teams unless you're in my division, Broncos, Chiefs, and Chargers. But other than and New England. But other than that, I'm gonna try my best to give honest opinions, honest assessments, and things of that nature.
Okay, well, let's start there.
Okay,
it's still preseason, I'm assuming, because now here's it. I don't follow football. Okay, so during the course, now that we started this show, we talked about it off air. During the course of this show, number one, you're gonna help me do a fantasy I can't even say it.
Fantasy
football team.
Right.
Okay, so we'll start that maybe sometime today or next show.
Right.
Number two, I guess I got to figure out who like the star players. Like the only star players I know are like the main ones. So you got Beckham Jr. and what's the other dude that's bitching about not playing because of his helmet?
Oh, come on, man. That's Antonio Brown. He's a new wide receiver on the Raiders.
Yeah.
He has a good explanation for that, but we'll get into that.
So there's that. Okay, so I got to figure all that kind of stuff out.
Right.
What's going on in football right now? Like who are the teams to look out for in your opinion? Other than your team.
Well, man, now you're gonna make me go to a team I didn't want to speak about.
You're on the show now. You got to kind of you have your team, but then you got to speak.
Yeah, I got to be real. New England is still one of the top teams out there. Obviously, we got other teams like the Steelers. Mm-hmm. They look pretty good. We have the Seahawks that's on TV right now. That looks pretty good. Dallas, if Ezekiel Elliott can get into training camp and play for Dallas, if he does, that's going to make it very easy for Dak Prescott. It's going to make it very easy for Amari Cooper to get out there and to do the things that they do. So that's going to be interesting to see. But I think right now there is no clear-cut favorite right now. I don't see nobody out there that's running away with it. It seems like it's pretty open. It seems like a good number of teams could make a push to go to the Super Bowl this year and do something special. So we shall see. Right now, you really can't tell too much in preseason because the starters, the main guys, they really don't play too much in the preseason to try to save themselves for the season. So a lot of guys that's trying to make the team, they get a lot of playing time. But we shall see. Maybe next week, I believe, is when you're gonna see like the starters play up to the third quarter, maybe, and then you can kind of see like, all right, you know what you're working with, you know what you got, and things of that nature. So, man.
Who's looking good in the like preseason?
Who's looking good? Honestly, to be totally honest with you, I have not been watching preseason that much. I caught a little bit of the Raider game. The first quarter against Arizona the other night. I think it was Thursday night, and the Raiders look pretty good. That's my team, so I'm a lay back a little bit because I know guys right now is probably screwing their face up like, see, there he goes talking about the Raiders. So, but they look pretty good. But we shall see. This is only preseason right now. I know a lot of guys will dog me out and say you guys are preseason Super Bowl champions, but when you get to the season, what happens, right? So I'm not gonna talk about that too much, but honestly, I really don't know who to look at right now in preseason because I love football. I love football so much that I hate preseason. So when August comes around, I try my best not to look at it because it seems like September is so far away. Right. So I really don't pay attention to it that much until it's time to do my draft, which is coming up. So in 2 weeks, I think. Yeah, 2 weeks. The draft is coming up.
What do you mean your draft?
For my
your fantasy football?
Yeah, fantasy football league. I've been in for 10 years at one of my old jobs.
So wait a minute. You've been doing fantasy football for 10 years.
10 years.
That needs to be a whole segment in itself, I guess, because I guess it's a process, right, to start it? Or do you sign up with a company or something like
Or
that?
no. You can go to NFL.com and sign up for a team. You can play in a public league. You can go to ESPN.com and you can sign up for a public league. I'm not too much sure about any other leagues out there. I know it's the NFL one and the Yahoo one and the ESPN one. So there's 3. So the one that I'm in is a Yahoo league, and I started it in 2006, I believe. I didn't start it. I was in it. I meant to say. I'm sorry.
Okay.
So yeah, it's 12 of us, and yeah, a couple of people dropped out because they, left the job, moved on to other things, and I left the job also. But come on, I don't want to give up that, all those years of being in that league and then just give it up. And the best I've done, I went to the Super Bowl twice, but I got blown out each time. So, and then I think 2 seasons I came up dead last in the league. It was horrible. But like I said, I went to the Super Bowl twice, and yeah, just got blown out. So
now,
bummer.
for the noobs out there, what's your primary suggestion for starting your fantasy football? What do you look at?
Well, what I do,
I'm assuming you pick different players from different teams, right?
Exactly, and that's exactly what you do. The first year that I signed up and played, I picked majority of Raider players because I'm thinking like, I'm not picking no other team. It's Raiders. Let's just say I did horribly that year, and I learned next year to start picking the best players available for the position that you're going out for. So, yeah, man. So I would say as a suggestion, excuse me for my S's, big T, but I would say that to look up the top players for each position. So, example, quarterbacks. I would go look at the quarterbacks, and I would just single out all the quarterbacks according to the list that Yahoo or ESPN has, like they top 10 quarterbacks or whatever the case may be.
Right.
And then I would say, okay, I want these 3, and I will set them to the side or put them in a queue, so to speak, right? Then I would go running back, tight end, wide receiver, kicker, and things like that. Now, a kicker and a defense are I pick those last. Yeah, I pick those last.
Why?
Because they give you the least points.
Okay.
And they're on top of that, when it comes to kickers, it's maybe 3 good ones.
Okay.
And then everybody else is kind of mediocre.
Right.
And then defenses is the same things, maybe 4.
Kickers don't matter.
They matter
to a point.
To a point, yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it matters to a point. But it's just the fact that they give up they score the least amount of points, and if you can't get the top 3, then you might as well save your pick for to pick a kicker last or a defense last. And then on top of that, once you start the season, you can make trades and moves and things like that. So on top of that, defenses, I usually pick a defense every week. I pick a new defense because if I don't have one of the top defenses, then I'm going around because it's strategy involved also.
Right.
You got to look at that defense to see who are they playing against and do their style matches up against that offensive style, and is that quarterback that they're playing against, does he throw a lot of picks? Does he fumble a lot? Things of that nature. So you will say all right, I'm just throwing this out there. I'm not dissing no team or nothing like that. But just say, for example, the LA Chargers, right?
Right.
So say if they're going against the Broncos, right? And say the Broncos had a 5th rated defense.
Okay.
And the Chargers, say Phillip Rivers was hurt. They had their backup quarterback, and he's known to throw picks. So I would say, you know what? I have no defense this week. I hate the Broncos, but I need them for my fantasy team. So I will pick the Broncos. I will use that defense, and hopefully they can get a couple of picks from this weak-ass quarterback that throws picks. So,
now, let me ask you this. Can players give you negative points? Can points be taken away?
Oh, yeah. If you fumble the ball, if you're running with the ball, say if you're running and you ran 20 yards or 50 yards, you got hit stick. Hit stick, for those that don't know, is a thing on Madden. So when you get hit, you hit the stick, and your guy blows up the opponent, right? So if you're running with the ball 20 yards and you get hit really hard and you fumble and the other team picks up the ball and runs the other way, you lose points because for every yard that they pick up, you lose points for that. I don't know how many because it depends on the rules that's set for your league.
Yeah.
There's a commissioner for every league. So they get to set the rules for the points, how many points is for a touchdown or how many points you get for a yard, for a catch and things of that nature. So some leagues have 2 quarterback leagues where you can start 2 quarterbacks at one time. Some leagues.
How is that possible?
Oh, you just set it's in the settings. You just, you either set 1 quarterback or you can have it 2 quarterbacks and you get both of their points. Now, the only thing that you cannot do, which I wish there was some type of feature, is that once you set your lineup, that's it. There is no changes.
Yeah.
It's like the games on Sundays, for example, start at 10 a.m. They usually cut off the deadline for you to set up your lineup at around like 9:50 or 9:55. I believe it's 9:55, 5 minutes before 10 o'clock before the game starts. So that'd be
and that's your lineup for the day?
That's your lineup for the day.
Okay.
Exactly. Now, I wish it was some type of way that they'll allow you for each game that your player is involved in that you were able to move him out up until halftime or something like that, because sometimes when you're deciding between like, all right, who should I start? Should I start this guy or should I start that guy? And they both are basically the same type of player, scoring the same type of points.
Right.
And you pick one, and that guy scores you like 5 points, and the guy that you got on your bench scores you 25, you kicking yourself in the ass.
Right.
So then the next week, you put in the guy that scored 25, put the guy that scored 5 on the bench, and then vice versa happens.
Right.
So it's like, well, damn, I wish there was some type of way that if I put the guy in and he's starting off slow, the other guy is heating up, that I can just hurry up and make a switch real quick because he is on my team. And if this is fantasy football and you're like a coach or a general manager, you pull players in, you sub players in and out all the time.
Right.
If this guy's on my team, I should be able to pull him out.
If your guy's on fire, keep him in the game.
Exactly. But it's not like that. I don't think they ever will change it. But I just wish that was one of the things that they'd change.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna set my line. What's the deadline for me to set my lineup?
Well,
Does this need to happen soon?
Am
I losing points right now?
No. You can make a team.
When does it actually start? Like, first game of the season?
Yeah, the first game of the season. But it can be the 8th game of the season. You can still make a team. You just
I'm gonna start.
Yeah. Because you don't want to be in a public league. A public league is for shits and giggles. Like you just go there just to practice, to make moves and see things that you would do.
Well, I want a public
in your
league
real league. You know.
I want a public league because I don't know shit.
Yeah.
I have no idea, but I'm gonna set it up. So y'all tune in next show, and I'm going to give you my lineup and let you know what it is.
Right. And we're going to be in the league together. I'm going to be in there with you. So we both going to. And the cool thing about it, you get to name your team, whatever you want to name it. Like for me,
I already know what my team name going to be.
You going to save it for the next show or you going to let us know now?
Preezy does it, bitch.
Oh,
the
shit.
fuck?
There it is.
Duh.
I got to, either some viewers out there can help me out with a name for my team. If not, I'm going to think of something. But the name of my team in my league that I'm in right now is called the South Central Raiders, right? I change it every year.
South Central Raiders.
Like I think it was last season or the season before last, the Raiders, my team wasn't doing so well. So I called them the Not So Super Raiders.
Stupid.
Because I called them the Super Raiders, right? When the season started, I was all pumped up like, yeah, Super Raiders. Ah! Then I went 0-5.
Not so much.
So then I put Not So Super Raiders. And, yeah, they carried that theme all the way to the end of the season where I ended up winning like maybe 2 games or some crap like that. Yeah, it was pretty horrible, man.
All right, well, I'm going to pick my team. I'm kind of nervous about it because I hear, obviously, you hear fantasy football for like forever and every
right.
year or whatever. And I always think like, oh, I'm going to do it. I only watch football around Super Bowl, and that's only because it falls around my birthday. And then we end up watching Super Bowl and celebrating my birthday. That's it.
Right. And yeah, and Super Bowl is like a national holiday here in America. I'm about to say the States, like I'm from somewhere else.
In America?
Yeah, in America.
America.
You know what I
All
mean?
about
That's
that football.
Yeah, that's one thing that brings us together. You know, even though we, this nation is somewhat divided.
Yeah, we
on
ain't
certain
going there.
things. Yeah, but football usually bring things together.
Speaking of that division, there's a good segue for you. What's up with Jay-Z joining the NFL in some shape, form, or fashion? Obviously, we don't know to what extent Jay-Z what he's going to be doing, like what his exact role is. They did leak that he's going to have some input on the Super Bowl halftime show. Now, people have been going off. They mad at Jay-Z, saying he's a backstabber. He's this, he's that. He's cooning. He's up there, sleeping with the enemy. Like whatever statement you can put toward it, people have said it in the comments of all these articles or whatever. And saying he's opportunistic. He's not really about the people. He ain't for the culture, blah, 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 blah. Thinking he's going to, in some shape, form, or fashion, be up in there trying to change the rules or not.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? One way or the other. Either he's going to really, really do something positive or he ain't. Most people are like, he's not. He's just in it for himself. He's in it to get that money. He saw an opportunity. They let him in. They let him sit at the table, and he got him a plate. Right. My opinion on it is I'm going to give him a chance and time to see exactly what he does. However, my opinion on it is I'm more toward the fact that toward the opinion, not fact, but toward the opinion that he's not going to really do anything. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, right. He's probably going to help with the Super Bowl halftime show because he's an entertainer. Right. And that's it. Are they going to let him buy a team? Probably not. Are they gonna let him be, in football? What is it? The
inner circle, like
like the making rules and all this kind of stuff,
like a rule committee or something. Like that.
They're not gonna let him do that. You know what I mean? Like that's their thing, right? They not gonna let this NIGGA come in and fiddle with their program. They're not going to do it. Like I can't see in any universe that will happen. He's not going to be able to go in there and change shit up to where Kaepernick can get a job. Right. And you have and like that. Like just because Jay-Z is in there, all of a sudden Cap got a job. That's not going to happen.
Yeah, and you have every you can feel like that, and I agree with you to a certain extent. Since this story broke, I've had a lot of dialogue on Facebook with a lot of my Facebook friends over this. Yeah. My take on it in the beginning was like, oh, wow, like Jay-Z is part of the NFL now. I wonder, did he, talk to Kaepernick, and what did him and Kaepernick talk about? How did Kaepernick feel about that? When it came out that, when one of the reporters asked Jay-Z that very question, like, did you talk to Kaepernick? And he's like, yeah, I talked to him. And they were like, well, what did he say? And he's like, well, basically that's for him to say. And, I'm not his boss, but he's welcome to be involved and things like that. That's when it gets kind of sketchy a little bit. See, I'm with you to a sense, like, if you are non-threatening, which is Jay-Z is at that point right now, like Jay-Z used to be threatening, right? Like used to be the hustler and things like that, but then he switched his style a little bit, became a little bit more preppy, and so he can walk in those rooms and shake hands with those folks and they won't be scared of him, right? So I'm trying to see where
I do give him credit for that. Yeah, you know what I mean? He did build the bridge to where he could sit at the table, right? And I'm trying even if it's at the kiddie table, he's still in the room.
I'm still trying to figure out where this is going though. Like, is he in the room? Is he going to be a sacrificial lamb for the next black owner or potential owner to walk in? Is he going to leave the door open? Is he for himself? Now, a lot of my friends on Facebook pointed out that if you look over the course of Jay-Z's career, Jay-Z has always been about himself. Exactly. So it's like, why would this be any different now? And it's being sugarcoated with social actions, like right now, like with the whole kneeling and the protests and things like that. And once again, it wasn't wasn't in protest of the flag. It was in protest of police brutality. So against minorities, black and brown and other minorities, right? So
and that's where I'm at with it, because like you said, if you go off Jay-Z's history, he's always been opportunistic for self, right? You know what I mean? And I'm pretty sure everybody will come in the comments now and be like, oh, he does a lot of stuff off the books, a lot of stuff he don't want people to know about, a lot of stuff that's off social media. Right. I get that. We're not ignorant to that fact. However, stuff that's done in the public is stuff he really wants you to see. Right. And the stuff he really wants you to see ends up being for self.
I think the biggest thing that what I saw on social media was the fact that, okay, you have this platform. You are in the room with people that can make things happen. Yeah. And not one time have you heard the words reparations for slavery and things like that
Right.
we have went through. And that's what I see my people are the most angry about. It's like, dude, you are sitting up here saying that, hey, I stand with Cap. I believe in this. I believe in that, blah, 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 blah. Hey, what about what we are owed? What about our reparations?
Right.
Why is nobody saying that? Is it because you got yours and you good and you really don't need that little money, that we are owed?
Right.
And another thing too, just a little side note, and I'm gonna get off of it real quick, is the fact that a lot of people think that we are trying to get something for free or we just trying to come up and get some money. No, our ancestors worked and built this country. Therefore, they were never paid. So the money that was generated went to the plantation owners. I'm not going to call them the M word, but and that's M like as in
We get it.
yeah, macaroni
We
or
get
some
it.
shit. But I'm
Yeah,
not going
we
to say,
get
but
it.
plantation owners made a lot of money and generated wealth that is still being utilized to this day
Right.
to send their kids to college and things like that. So it's called generational wealth. We didn't get a chance to have any of that.
Right.
So we basically started at the bottom. We don't own anything in this country. They make it seem like we own stuff when they give us liquor to sell, which is still
Right.
theirs. It'll slap your face on it.
Right.
Clothes to sell. We still don't own the factories and things like that. And I'm going off on a tangent here, so let me stop. So I said I was gonna not do
Nah,
this.
we
but,
get it.
But
But
yeah, so
the
that's
whole
what
thing
most
with-
people were mad at, the fact that he did not bring up our fight and bring up the word reparations in a room where things can happen.
At least not yet. And that's
Right.
why I say, like, I have my feelings about it.
Right.
And as far as him being opportunistic for himself, but at the same time, I'm like, the news just broke. You know what I mean? And a lot of
Right.
stuff in corporate America, especially on the level of the NFL, takes time.
Exactly.
So you can't just be like, yes, you're in the room now, everything is going to instantly change. No, there's litigations that need to happen. Contracts need to be written and rewritten and rewritten and rewritten.
Right.
And you know what I'm saying? Everything needs to be worked out and planned out, whatever he has to do, even if it is just the halftime show. That's
Right.
still a process. You know what
Exactly,
I'm saying?
yeah.
It's still a level of process. You can't be like, I'm in the room, this is what's going to happen on football, and I'm saying that today.
Right.
Like, nah, it don't happen that way. There's a plan. A plan has to be executed, well, formed and then executed.
Right.
So I'm just like, give him time and see what he does. Now, whatever that time limit is, we'll put it out there. We'll think about it, whatever. And if he hasn't done something, for us
right.
by a year, 2 years, then it's like, all right, we can go back and say he was out for self.
Right. I just don't like the fact that when this was announced, 2 days later, it was announced that Jay-Z maybe become a part owner. So I'm like, wait a minute.
Right.
Like, if you're going to become a part owner, which is, hey, kudos to you, great.
Right.
Open up the door for other minorities to come in and own teams. But don't use Kaepernick's thing
Right.
and then to cover up what you really trying to do. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? Like, and then on another thing is Jay-Z's a smart guy,
Yeah.
right? I don't think he's dumb on no level at all. I believe every move he make is a calculated move. He
True.
knows what he's doing. So for him to sit up in there and to say the things that he was saying about Kaepernick, like, oh, I'm not his boss, you got to talk to him. First of all, Sean Carter, if I were you, I'm not making no move in the NFL unless I get a blessing by Kaepernick. Like, just straight up.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
I'm not making no moves like that. Like, because
it is not that you have to get a
No, no,
blessing
no.
by Kaepernick,
if
but
I'm
considering what's going on.
if I'm gonna use social, like the social activism thing, if I'm gonna use that, I have to
Yeah.
include Kaepernick.
Yeah.
If I'm not gonna use that and just say, hey, I'm gonna be an owner, then just come out and say be an owner. You don't have to
Right.
run that by Kaepernick, but
Yeah.
you do have to run it by Kaepernick if you using his name and using his platform or
Right.
using what he's fighting for
Right.
to gain a team.
Right.
Like straight up. So,
we'll see. I mean,
Yeah.
time will tell, you
Right.
know, what he is even allowed to do.
Right.
And I say allowed because, the good old boys,
Yeah,
they're
man.
not going to just let you go in there and do whatever.
It's too much money. You think
They-
about it. How many teams in the NFL? Like 30 teams or 32 teams?
It's
And
what he's going to be allowed to do, definitely.
you talk
know what
about
I mean?
32 billionaires versus
Right.
Jay-Z. Come on.
Right,
Come on.
exactly.
Come on.
Exactly. So we'll see. But for all y'all that thinking it was gonna magically change or whatever,
Nah.
come on. And then if you're mad at him, you need to get over it because your feelings about it really don't matter. He's gonna do what he's gonna do anyway.
Right.
Yes, his moves are calculated, but calculated for who? Of course, it's gonna be in his benefit.
Yeah, for
He
him.
ain't gonna be sitting in nobody's room talking for nothing.
Right.
You know, I'll give him that.
Right.
You know, like if I was in that position, I'd be doing the same thing. Like, yeah, I'm gonna try to help whatever I can or where I can, but if I know NFL got dough and I want more dough, then I'm gonna go sit in the room and try to make me some more dough.
Exactly, as you should. I mean, this is a capitalist society,
Yeah.
you know, so go get your money, black man, but
Yeah, I'm not mad at that at all.
don't use
Like
our
you said,
fight.
yeah, if you're riding on the back of a social media fight or
Right.
activism front that's going on right now, then that's where I agree with you. He needs to get Cap's blessing. But at the same time, if you ain't, shit,
Right.
he ain't got to answer to nobody.
No, he ain't got to
He
answer.
Go answer to Beyonce.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I
That's
wonder how
about
she
it.
feels. I wonder how she feel about it, or
Yeah,
is she getting ready for the Super Bowl performance?
Probably. it'll be Baychella again.
Right. Yeah, man. So yeah, man, it's a very touchy thing. It's very fresh.
She's probably
very
gonna
new.
be the headliner for the next 3-4 years.
Right, right. Yeah, like this is very fresh and very new, so it's on people's minds. Like you said, it will take time. Let's see what happens. Let's see what type of social programs they're going to put in place and things of that nature. What type of platforms they're going to give to these guys and things like that. But yeah, man.
Yeah.
Jigga JG.
You're listening to Preezy Does It Live.
All right, switching gears here, man. NBA.
Ha.
Let's talk. Hold on. This wasn't even on the agenda, but I saw it a couple of days ago, and I resaw it today, and I want to make sure we brought it up. Obviously, Laker fans, and I wore this shirt on purpose. Do you know whose shirt this is?
That's Shaq Diesel.
No.
No?
This is the Dwight Howard shirt.
Oh.
This is the Dwight Howard shirt. I wore this shirt on purpose because apparently the rumor is
Wait. Don't tell me you about to say what I think you about to say.
the rumor is. You ready for this?
Hold on.
Get you ready. Strap in. Because like I
All
said,
right.
we're both avid Laker fans.
Oh, yeah,
and
man.
avid to the point where like I don't say I was raised a Laker fan. I was bred a Laker fan. That's a whole nother level right there. I was bred a Laker fan by my mom. You know what I'm saying? Like I met Pat Riley. I met Magic. I met, you know what I'm saying? I was bred a Laker fan. There's no other way to think about it. Even though I hate the way the NBA functions right now. Lakers till I die.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Now, apparently the rumor is with Boogie Cousins getting hurt, Lakers and Dwight Howard's team, there's mutual interest to bring Dwight Howard back to the Lakers. How do you feel hearing that?
What does mutual mean?
Mutual.
No, I got you.
Mutual
No.
interest.
The reason why I said that because I can't believe the Lakers have interest. That's the reason why I said, what does mutual mean?
I don't understand it either.
They shouldn't have, but
I'm gonna give you my opinion.
Okay.
I wanted to hear your opinion because I
Okay.
know my opinion.
okay, I'm gonna put it to you like this.
So what is your opinion on D12?
Me, personally.
Whack ass D12, knowing what he did when he had that one season here playing with us, and they want to bring that back.
I will say this, and I'm speaking for me and me only, right? I think it's a good move by both parties.
Oh,
And the reason why I say it's a good move because, come on now, Boogie went down. If Boogie didn't go down, Dwight Howard, security, get this big 7 foot whatever, but Boogie went down. There's
on,
a
bruh.
hole there. There is nobody else that we can put there. He's an extra body, and plus,
that was my next question.
we can cut him.
Is there any?
If
That's
you
true.
don't work out, bye.
That's true. Well, there's no contract information yet, so I
Not
don't know
yet,
if it's 1
yeah.
year, 2 year, per game basis. Like there's none of that yet.
And the ball is in D12's court. The Lakers need him.
True.
They wasn't calling him before.
That's true.
So his
That's true.
his accent price might.
So there's nobody
Go up.
else. There's literally nobody else.
There's like one guy named Fareed, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Another, oh my goodness, I can't think right now. It was another guy that's out there, but and Jakeem Noah.
Yeah.
He played for Florida. He played for Chicago.
So
Very good defender.
boom, you just
They
said
hurt.
there's 2 other options.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't take those other options. And
I mean-
obviously that I'm pretty sure that list can grow. There can be somebody else other than D12.
I mean, I put it to you like this. They pretty much, they all in the same basket. Just pick one. Like, spin around and slap one of them, and boom, you're on the team. Like,
Honestly, I think that's probably what they're thinking. Like, you really can't go wrong
Right.
with, you know.
but no matter who you pick, like, because they're all pretty much in the same boat right now.
Yeah.
So,
It is what it is. So let's just get somebody.
Right.
I personally don't like it. I don't like it. Like when they initially was like, yo, we bring in Dwight Howard to the Lakers, I was pumped.
right.
And by his 3rd game, and you can go to my Facebook page and if you feel like really scrolling back that far, I went in. I went in early.
Preezy Hearn.
Right. Everybody didn't get on the I hate Dwight Howard train till later, till like after All-Star when he was really starting to fuck up.
right.
I was at this is bullshit from 3rd game. And that was almost like 3rd game preseason. Like when they started putting him in for preseason, I was eventually like, nah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I gave him, when he came to us, I gave him the benefit of the doubt. He just came off of back surgery. So I'm like, yeah,
Right.
it's gonna take him some games to maybe half
I
a
hear you.
season to get right, to get his body right, get his mind right, things of that nature.
100%. I was with it.
I didn't like
I was
his
giving him
attitude.
the benefit of the doubt, but it was even the way he functioned off the court, like being a
Right.
whole jokester, not taking it serious.
Right.
Like, dude, you have the opportunity to play with Kobe and really win a championship, and you bullshitting.
Right.
Stop laughing. You know what I'm saying? Like Kobe is out there trying to score, and you over there trying to think of your next prank or whatever shit like that you about to do in the locker room. What the fuck is that about?
Right. Yeah, man. That's
So you gon' and then now the Laker team, you know what he's about. You ain't gonna change the way a man functions on a daily basis, and you gonna bring that back.
well. Now it's like years are in between that time that he was here.
They did bring Divac back though. Remember he was
Yeah.
with the Lakers flopping ass,
but he wasn't a clown. Like,
and then they sent him and he brought him back. But still, that flopping shit. Come on, man.
he wasn't a clown like D12. But I believe during that time, I saw D12 sit down for an interview on one of the sport networks out there, and he was saying,
This bro just need a job. That's what he's looking for. You
Yeah.
would say anything. You need a job. Come on, man. We
Yo,
all
no,
been
no,
in
no.
interviews.
Yeah, but this
saying
is-
the wrong thing. In our mind, we like, I don't believe it. All right, let me just say what they want to hear.
Yeah, I kind of agree with you a little bit, because when he said that, when Kobe called him soft and called him a bitch, basically, he said that he hated Kobe for that. But now he thanks Kobe for that. He said, "Thank you, Kobe." I said, "Who in their right mind tells another man, hey, thank you for calling me a bitch?" like who does that? You know what I mean? So
it's Jay-Z Howard right now. He sees an opportunity to play with LeBron and whatever,
Right.
and basically get a job. He probably, what team is he on now?
he's when I looked it up on the internet, they said that he's with Memphis, but I believe he's a free agent right now. He's with nobody right now.
That's what I thought.
I think Memphis just probably had his rights, but they probably let him go. So
That's what I thought. He was
Yeah.
contractless.
yeah.
So he's looking for a job. He's interviewing, dude. He's
Right.
interviewing for a job. That's what he's doing.
Okay, so
And we've all been in that position where we
Right.
want to say whatever we got to say, you know.
Okay, but let's remove his antics and stuff off the court, how he acts and things like that, right? This is what I look at. I look at the reason why we're mad at him. We're mad at him because of his skill set. The dude is 7 feet, strong, muscular, can jump, block shots, rebound, dunk the ball. The fact that he doesn't go out there and use his body to set picks and things of that nature and really utilize his skill set is the reason why we're mad, because we know the potential that he has. So hopefully during his time away that he has grown, matured, and maybe this second go around, he'd be able to at least give us a strong 15 to 20 minutes off the bench, because I would rather start McGee. McGee has proven himself.
Right.
I'd rather have him. But if he comes off the bench, I think he's humbled now, especially coming back. And come on, man.
If they bring
It
him back,
takes-
he definitely shouldn't be a starter.
No, not at all.
For sure.
And it takes a lot of strength to walk back into a building that basically you was ran out of.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I
So
didn't
you
think
gotta
about
give him
that
that.
part. I will give him that to kind of eat crow.
And you coming back to Kobe's house.
Yeah,
Like,
to eat crow and
Yeah.
come back. Okay.
Yeah,
I'll
you
give
know.
him that.
But if his demands is crazy, then I'm right back on that train. It's like, oh no, get your ass out of here. He better not come in asking for no crazy like 2 or 3 year guaranteed. I
Yeah.
want 14 million. No, 1 year,
Yeah.
1 million, whatever the minimum for the vets are.
Yeah.
Take that and a bowl of cereal and get your
Yeah.
ass on the court. You know,
Yeah,
basically. So
I will give him a year, because how long is Boogie's
he's Boogie.
ACL? Is he out for the year?
Yeah, he's basically done. Like he's done.
Then I'll give him a year. I'll give
Yeah.
D12 a year with an option for a second, some shit like that. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah,
just in
I
case
wouldn't guarantee
move.
it.
Yeah.
I'll probably give him a 2-year contract with a team option for the second year.
Yeah.
You know, not a player option, but a team option. So I'd rather do that. But yeah, man.
My thoughts on it right now is I don't like it, because
Of
I
course.
just don't like him, and I can't get rid of this shirt though, only because it's my favorite character, Superman, and it's my favorite colors, purple and gold. That's the if I could take that off.
I would have never known, bro. I swear.
It has D12
I'm like-
signature right there.
Hey.
If I could take that off, I would, because it's a purple and gold Superman. I can't get rid of this shirt.
10 out of 10 people would think that's a Shaq shirt.
No, I get that all the time. Like, oh, that's dope. It's Shaq. I'm like, nope, it's Dwight Howard.
Right.
What? Then I
Right.
get that. What you wearing that for? Because it's a purple and gold Superman, motherfucker.
Get away from me with that lighter.
Right. Move. But I can't
Yeah,
get rid
man.
of it. I got this the first game they were giving
Right.
them out. And I've been holding on to it ever since. But you see it's all faded. But
Yeah, man. So
come on. Put me in.
hey,
I'll play center.
get well Boogie Cousins. I just want to get that out the way, man. That I had to take a moment. I had to go walk around the block, man, when I saw that news, man, because I do get on social media a lot. I'm in these different sports groups and things, and I talk my shit. I talk a lot, you know, and things like that. And I'm able to,
You do talk a lot of shit.
I dish it, but I also take it. But some things you don't want to take. And I don't want to take no slander for Boogie Cousins getting hurt. So I took a walk. I put my phone down. I didn't tell nobody where I was going. I just walked outside and I started to walk in one direction for 15 minutes. And then I realized I was missing my phone and I came back the other way, came back home and, sat down on the couch and just continued my day. But I was hurt behind that because that to me was the X factor besides Kuzma. Because everybody keeps talking about AD, LeBron. I'm like, y'all don't see who's in the middle? I'm like, Boogie's in the middle.
Yep.
Like,
Yep.
but
A lot of people that talk sports are not big picture sports talkers anyway.
Right.
Like they pinpoint one or two things and forget the helpers. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, I still like our chances though. Don't get me
I
wrong
do.
with that. I love
do.
our chances.
I said earlier I hate the way the NBA functions because nobody sticks with the team. There's no let me hang. When my team is down, let me just hang in there. We'll pull it back. Everybody just leaves.
Right.
But supporting the Lakers as a uniform,
Right.
no matter who in the uniform, just as a uniform, yes, I will say this has been the best we've been in a minute.
Man. Because a lot of
we've
Laker
been sucking.
Yes, a lot of Laker fans really don't know Anthony Davis. I don't think they really saw him play and things like that. I'm letting you guys know right now, we are in for a treat. You about to see a 7-footer that can dribble, shoot a three, take a guy out, into the paint, turn around, left, right, hit you with some jumpers, fadeaways, things of that nature. He's a gamer. And on defense, he can block shots, help defense. Man, I'm telling you, we are in for a treat. If you thought LeBron on Cleveland with Tristan Thompson was something, this is oh man, I can't wait, man. I'm excited. I'm so excited.
I'm not a LeBron fan. I hate the fact that he's with the Lakers, but I do want to see this particular combo. So I will watch a few games. I was bitter last season. I didn't really watch. I went to a couple games.
It's been tough, man. It's been tough. Since Kobe retired.
Let me brag for a minute. I got to sit second row at a Laker game on the floor, and
big time.
Like LeBron was right here.
Oh, so he was sweating on you, huh? You had to
pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. And just to see him, that's the closest I've ever seen him play.
Right.
I've always given credit on his dunks.
Right.
That's not a secret at all. I don't like him as a player at all. But when he dunk, that nigga dunk. Like, he dunks on you.
Oh, he dunk.
And he dunk. And to see it that close,
Right.
like, you feel it in your seat. Like, when he go in,
Yeah.
it's like, God dang.
Like some of your popcorn fly out your box.
Like, he dunks.
Yeah.
And even he's older now, so I can't even imagine, like, young LeBron just yamming on somebody, like, with, like, I'm trying to keep my job yams. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, did you see on social media, he was at his son's game and he was in the layup line and he caught criticism for dunking in his kid's line, like trying to take the shine away from his kids and things like that.
Yeah.
But if you listen to the kids that was on his son's team, they said, man, that's the coolest thing we ever seen. That's something they can tell their kids about. Like, man, when I was 14 years old and played basketball, LeBron James was in my layup line. It was dunking and passed me the ball. I threw him an alley-oop. You know, so
I had to retract some statements. There's also the clip where he was cheering and ran on the court and lost his shoe and stuff.
Oh yeah,
and I was like,
get
the fuck off the court.
Right.
But I don't think his son was on that team.
No, I think he was happy that another
So,
kid. Yeah.
That I was like, yo, you need to get off the court. But being in the layup line, and you got to give it up because
Who does that, man?
you know you make the kids' day. Like, yo, LeBron, you know, I'm laying up with LeBron. You know?
Right. And the only people that complain about that are the ones that's sitting on the couch with their legs up, Cheetos on their stomach, and beer in their hand. And they're like, "Rah, LeBron doing," and all that. So, yeah, man.
Lakers, though, I mean, we'll see how that pans out. I'm really excited. I wouldn't say
Prediction.
really
What you
excited.
think? What you think?
I'm semi excited to see how it goes this year, just because
I say we finished top 3 in our division and in our conference.
the general Laker fans that, like I say, not player specific Laker fans, but the general Laker fans been waiting for the growth again. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's happened before. You know,
It never took this long.
That's the thing. It never took this long.
Right.
It was a couple of years, maybe 3, and then boom, we're back. We're that marquee team again.
Right.
But it happens. It happens to every team when, player transitions go on, especially when you have a player like Kobe, like a superstar like Kobe, and that's on any team.
Right.
Once you start going through that transition period, and that you got to break everything down to build it back up. So hopefully this is that start of that build up. How long do we have with LeBron? Yeah, he signed for, what was it, 4 years? And one of those years are gone already.
Right.
So
maybe 2 years. Maybe
a
a 2-year
solid
window.
2.
Yeah, a solid 2-year window before we start seeing a major decline. We're going to start seeing slight decline, but thank God AD is here, so we take a lot of pressure off of him.
Yeah.
But we will start seeing a decline. You can't stay at that level. It's going to be 17 years. I think he's going into his 17th season.
Yeah.
17 seasons of NBA basketball.
Yep.
So you can't keep expecting the high-flying dunks and just superhuman things that we have been accustomed to.
And he ain't Kobe.
Nah, not at all.
He can't
Kobe
switch the game.
No, Kobe would die out there on the court, man.
Because Kobe used to yam, and then eventually it went to layups. You get them every now and then.
And the 50 pump fakes.
Yeah. But he adjusted his game enough and started whopping threes in everybody's face.
Right.
LeBron ain't going to do that.
LeBron has a big enough body to where he should live in the post. I don't see why he don't. Nobody can handle him down there. He go down there to the post, call for the ball, left, right. You don't know which way he going.
Yeah,
fade away.
Yep.
What you gonna do? Because as soon as you try to lean in on him, he gonna bump you with his
that,
shoulder, get the separation. He can live another 5 seasons like that.
Yep. I agree.
If he goes down there. But he has to want to go down there.
What's his name did it?
Whoa, what is this?
Yeah, he's running.
Yeah.
He's out. He's gone.
Number 35 for the Seahawks just took one to the house. Wow. Touchdown. Sheed, whatever his name. I think that's how you say it. Sheed. I don't think it's Shead or something like that. But
so we'll see what the Lakers do, man.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, man.
I'm solely confused with the Lakers though.
You're listening to Preezy Does It Live.
All right, before we get out of here, we're gonna switch gears. That's enough sport. Actually, no. We're not gonna switch gears. Dodgers.
Even though we lost today. Damn, we lost yesterday too, bruh. 2 games in a row.
I saw that. I saw the one yesterday. It was 3-4, right?
I think 3-4. All these, and the one thing about the Dodgers when they lose, I hate that the fact that we lose these close ones, bruh. Like, if I'm gonna lose, let me lose. Don't let me lose 5-4, 4-3.
Yeah.
I hate that type of shit, bro. Like,
So Dodgers went to the World Series last year, correct?
Yeah, they went the last 2 years. Yeah,
Last 2 years.
right.
How you feel about this year? Because they've been playing though. Like I've caught a few games and they've been balling.
I honestly feel like this is it. We finally have put it together.
You mean this is it as for like
we're gonna win.
We're gonna win.
We're gonna start winning because even though that was a hell of a series last year against Houston, like
let me ask you
went
this:
7 games.
Do you feel that they got to the World Series and then gave it up?
No. They fought like hell. It went 7 games. You don't give up nothing going 7 games with.
But you don't think they kind of like phoned it in?
Not against Houston. No, Houston is good. Houston was good, especially what's that guy?
Because my perception of it, I watched it,
right,
and I felt like it wasn't the same energy. You know what I mean?
It's a thing with Kershaw, right? Kershaw has this thing, and he's very, very dominant. Legendary pitcher, Hall of Fame for sure. I think honestly he is the greatest pitcher of all times.
Really?
But in a regular season, he needs to do.
He's
this.
the LeBron of baseball.
Yeah, he needs to do this in the postseason. Like, dude, you gotta have the jewelry. You gotta have the rings, man.
Right.
Like, yeah, in the regular season, you are a beast. You a monster.
Right.
I have kept my mouth shut for too long on Kershaw. I love Kershaw to death. I would never trade him. I think he's a Dodger for life. But damn it, man, he has to win the series.
Right.
If he doesn't win the series,
what does it mean?
there is no argument to be had for him.
Right.
I have to step back and just let people just shit on him because he doesn't have the jewelry. And it is what it is. Like, we are in a day and time now, and I know baseball is a different sport for all you baseball fans out there. I know numbers mean a lot. It's not like basketball, football, where rings count and championships and things like that, but it is going in that direction. Most of the guys that I do talk to about baseball and things like that, that's the first thing they bring up. Well, he don't got no rings. He don't got no rings. So I'm like, all right, fuck it. This
Right.
is where we at now. All right. So now we have to get a ring for Kershaw, at least one. Because if he gets one, then I can talk shit forever. There's nothing that you can say to me because I'm like, hey, he's the GOAT. He's the GOAT. He's the GOAT. He's the greatest of all time. But he ain't got no ring. He got one.
Right.
Damn it. And that's all he needs,
That's all he
or
needs.
whatever.
I
But he
agree.
needs to get it, man.
But the team this year, you think that's it?
Oh, yeah, that's it. This is it. It's the most offensive team that I've seen in a long time, man. We put numbers up.
Who do you think they're going to go against? Like, what's your prediction for that?
Woo. It could be Houston or the Yankees again. Yankees look real good.
I was listening to I forget what sports show it was, but they said like the record between Dodgers and Yankees is like tied or some shit like that.
Damn near.
And the last time this happened was like I don't know, 1960 some shit. It was some earlier, and the last time the record match between the Yankees and Dodgers was the last time they were in a World Series together. Is that correct?
I believe so. I would have to look that up, but that sounds correct. I think that was sometime in the 60s or something like that when the Dodgers
So they
went
said
to
the
World
last
Series.
time
Yeah.
they at this point in the season that they matched records, they also met in the World Series.
Right.
And everybody's prediction is that that's going to happen again.
That'll be
this
so
season.
dope. And I think we'll win because I think the last time we played the Yankees, we smacked their ass, man. Like we kind of killed them, but
But you think it's out of the Yankees and who else?
Yankees, Houston, and you could throw the Indians in there. The Indians look pretty good too, and they just beat the Yankees today, 8-4. So just to give you guys a little sports update there, but yeah, man. So we winding down to the end of the season. September is around the corner. Right now, it's the dog days of baseball, where it's kind of like, oh man, it's a long season, 6 months, blah 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 blah. But then when September rolls around, October is not too far behind. So the guys, they get back on their high horse again. They get back to the things that got them to this point. But one thing I like about this team, we stayed consistent from the start of the season all the way to now. Usually we come out the gates kind of slow, and then we kind of pick up, and then we hit like June, July, where we'll win like stupid amount of games. We'll go like in a 50 games stretch, we'll go like 44-6 or some crazy shit like that. But then we'll start losing steam going into the postseason. We kind of stumble into the postseason, and then, we kind of pick it up a little bit, but then, we kind of flame out again. This time, we have been consistent all the way through from April all the way up till now, and I don't see it stopping no time soon. So that's why I say I think this year Dodgers, we going all the way. We're going to bring the title home to LA where it should be, because there's no way in the world we're going to go to 3 World Series in a row and lose 3 in a row and turn into the damn Buffalo Bills of baseball. That shit ain't happening.
When was the last time they won?
The last time they won was 1988.
World Series.
Yeah,
Okay.
Kirk Gibson,
88.
man.
Oh,
Like,
yeah. With the fist pump.
Yeah,
the fist
man.
pump. Okay.
So
I remember seeing that
it's
game.
been a long time. I was 10 years old. when
Yeah,
that
I remember
happened.
watching that, the fist pump.
Yeah, man. So shout out to Vince Scully too. Rest in peace, man. Like,
Mind you, I don't watch baseball that much. I watched it a lot this year only because of where they were last year. I'm a basketball fan, so anybody that's out there like, you don't know sports, fuck you. I'm a basketball fan. That's no secret. Again, my Facebook page, I don't think my Facebook page is private. It's public. Have at it.
yeah, mine's
There's no
private.
secret to my opinions and what I follow and what I don't. And, you know, I like what I like. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I'm going to start because this guy is going to keep me in check, especially on my fantasy football team. You know what I'm saying? My fantasy football, you got to keep me in check. We're going to keep me on point.
We gotta get you a team too, man.
We're gonna get it.
We're
We're
gonna
going to
get you
get
a
it.
team. No, I'm talking about an NFL team, like somebody to root for. I want you to be a Raider fan,
Steelers.
but oh god damn it. Well, you
I've
know
always-
what? That's cool because we whoop on y'all all the time.
I have
Like,
a Roethlisberger jersey.
all right, cool. And thank you for Antonio Brown too, by the way.
You're welcome.
Even though, did you see that picture of his feet?
No.
He went to
I
like
heard,
a
though.
cryo chamber or something like that.
yeah,
and
I heard
his
the
feet got
article.
freezer burn or some shit.
Yeah,
all the
idiot.
skin was just like
Yeah.
melting off his feet. Like, yeah,
He's an idiot
crazy
for that
shit.
one. He didn't put on the proper gear and fucked up his feet.
Idiot.
That's probably why he's trying to make news because he can't play right now.
Right.
Dumbass.
man.
All right.
man.
Well, this is the first episode of the Preezy Does It Man version edition. We gotta figure out a sub.
Yeah,
Gotta
man,
be
we got to. Hey, the viewers, please help us
Preezy
out.
Does It Guy Talk.
Go to the
Preezy
comments,
Does It
like-
Man Talk.
Yeah, man.
Preezy Does It Ball Talk.
We can't do this by ourselves, man.
Can't do ball talk.
Ball.
That's-
Oh, hell no. Pause.
Pause all day.
Right.
But you can find us. We're doing this particular show, our Sunday Guy Talk show, live to I'm about to say Facebook. See, I so habit. YouTube live. We're doing a YouTube live. Go to YouTube and search Preezy Does It. That's Preezee. Preezy Does It. YouTube live. Tuesdays at 7 p.m. We're on Facebook live.
What's up, Tosh?
And coming soon, we'll do Thursdays, which will also be on YouTube Live, but that'll be a solo show by me. And I'll just be interviewing some of my friends, and we'll be talking about different shit like tech and shoes and all that kind of stuff. So look forward to that one too. But right here, right now, Mr. Tishan Guest, you want to take us out?
Yes, sir. I just want to give a shout out to everyone out there. Shout out to my family. Shout out to this man right here. This is Big Bro right here. I've been knowing this guy for, I've been knowing you for 20 years, bro. 20
I think it's been longer than that.
Probably so. I think it was
You said
98?
10 years?
No, 20.
Oh, yeah, 20. Yeah.
99.
I thought you said 10.
Like,
oh,
nah,
yeah.
99.
Yeah.
That's when one of my friends introduced me to you because I was looking to record a song, and he led me to you, and boom,
It's
man.
funny. We started like you were looking to record a song, getting beats, and then we ended up being roommates.
Right. Yeah, because I needed a place to stay. I slept on your couch, and I appreciate that.
And that's
man.
long
Like,
story
yeah.
short,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
you know.
Yeah, man. So just want to say thank you to everyone for tuning in, watching, and we're gonna try to bring you good content every week. So just want to say peace and be safe out there. Don't drink and drive.
Once again, follow us on YouTube at Preezy Does It. You can also find us on Facebook at Preezy Does It. And then you can find us on IG. Guess where?
At
Preezy Does It. You got it. We
Right.
out of here until
I'm
next
slow.
Sunday. We'll see you. Also, tune in Tuesday, 7 p.m. with Tasha. All right? We out.
You're listening to Preezy Does It Live.